So now we'll do the second example that we did in class. And so this was what you do when it's an acre that has trees on it already. So we looked before at what the bare land value of this was, and we're going to use that information going forward, right? But now let's say we have a current stand, it's 30 years old, and we have trees on it. So again, same steps in that we are going to go with the timeline. And so here's our timeline. Now we're going to have two things on it though before. So before we just looked at year and age were the same thing because we started from 0. So now we're going to say year up here and age of the stand. And so right now we are year 0, which of course is where we want to be for a present value, and the age of the stand is 30. And so as we go forward through time, right, we're going to move from this 30 towards that 55, which means that 25 years from now we are going to have a 25 years, a 55-year-old stand that we're going to harvest and replant, and we know that that is 3620 and minus 200, and then we go out another 55 years to 80, and it's 55 years again. We have another 360 and 200. We got to plant it, we cut it, and that will go on and on. So another 55 years into the future would be 135, and we're going to have a 3620, let's do that correct there, minus 200, on and on and on and on and on. But what we're going to do here is, because we went ahead and we solved what this was in a timeline that looks like this, we know that that altogether is $247.27. And when we look at our sheet here, that is basically all of this. We know that that equals 247.27, right? And that value would be right there at the beginning. So just like we had this, we crunched everything to here, we can use that information. So we don't need to do perpetual stuff. So now we have a single value of 3620, and then all this future stuff equals 247. And so we don't need to do a lot of extra information. So now we have a single, writing bad there, sum. I'm trying a different microphone. Hopefully that works a little better for you. And we have those, they're out here. So because they're out here, and we want to slide them left, right? That means we want a present value. So slides things to the left, slides things to the right, right? To the right is compounding, to the left is discounting when you have this timeline of all these different values over time. And so we're going to use that equation, which is the simple discounting equation, which is a VT in the future, 1 plus I to the t. That's the equation that we're going to use. We've crunched all these numbers into a single one, so that makes everything easy. We could do them all separate, and as long as we account for them in the right time periods, we would get the exact same answer. Here, our VT, good V there, Greg, is 3620 plus this one, 247.27. So that covers everything we have in the future. This would be the trees that you'd be cutting. That's the value of bare land you have after the trees. So that is going to equal, wherever I have that written, 386,727. And our T is going to be the 25 years. So we just need to move these values, that one and that one, back 25 years, right? Because we're at 30, that's 55, it's 25 years that we're going to do it, and our I or R, depending on how you want to do it, is 4%. So we've got everything we need. We plug that into our equation. So 3867.27 over 1.04 to the 25. And what does that equal? Equals $14.5068 per acre. So if we were out there bidding on land for either conservation group, for Idaho Department of Lands, for a company, whatever it is you're doing, and this is what you think you can do with that property, and you've been given this discount rate. If it was 30-year-old timber out there, I would pay $1,450 per acre for it. If it was bare land, I would pay $247.27 for it. So that's how you do it. Hopefully that helps, and I will see you guys in class.